Welcome back from intermission, kids. Let me make sure we're rolling here. Yes, I believe we are. Let me check something else, too. Yeah. Everything looks all right. My intro was a little quiet when I was listening to it, and that's why I wondered. Okay. This is called a high horse. I know we had a horse's neck last week. That's either just brandy or whiskey and ginger ale, like a 2-ingredient drink. This had a little bit more. So, about a shot and a half of rum. Again, the Kirk and Sweeney. Some Kurswasser, which I had to kind of approximate, and I won't tell you how I did that. Half a shot of sweet vermouth, and I used the sweet vermouth this time, not the Carpano. And it calls for half a shot of cherry liqueur, but let's be honest, Luxardo will take over your whole drink. So we put about a quarter shot of that in there. And some Angostura bitters. And it called for a cherry. I got Bordeaux cherries up there, but honestly, this is like the perfect vehicle for that nutmeg-covered orange. Let's have another drink of that. Okay. This. Pass the warning. Don't look now. Okay. I think I saw this on Shudder. And to be honest, the poster was kind of turning me off a little bit. And I wasn't sure I was going to watch it. But then I read about it and I thought, well, okay, yeah, I need to watch that. And I think what the problem is the poster looks so much like the poster to Ordinary People, which came out after, so they may well have ripped off this poster. And I'll be honest here, Ordinary People's a fantastic film. You know, it's well written, directed, acted, really well done. But it's a fucking downer. Yeah. So, I wasn't sure that I wanted to watch something like that. Well, this wasn't, so hallelujah. Those of you who've seen Ordinary People know what I'm talking about. Once was enough. Okay, Don't Look Now is a 1973 Lion International film directed by Nicholas Roeg. And that might have something to do with why it was so good. Julie Christie, Donald Sutherland, a married couple, John and Laura, seeking to carry on or maybe run away after their young daughter's death. I think she drowned. They moved to Venice, with John taking a job restoring an old church in Venice. Venice, a beautiful. And John, he's like inside looking at a lot of slides. I know slides were popular. I'm not going to go into it, but yeah, I used to shoot a lot of slide film, and yeah, slides, Kodachrome 64 was one of my preferred. And there was an Ektachrome too, like maybe a 100 speed that turned my wheel. But yeah, John, he looks at a lot of slides. During one of their outings, Laura runs into a couple of old biddies, one of them blind. After the blind sister mentions that she saw her daughter with them, and that she was happy, the other sister explains to a very bewildered Laura that her sister has the gift. I just told my friend Nat Bradley Art, watching his show, that I'm glad I don't have the gift. No, thank you. She may be blind, but she sees things that other people don't see, this sister. Laura returns to John and promptly faints. Later, she tells John of her encounter, and he, like me, Murph the Clown, is skeptical. Really? But the blind woman did know some things that she shouldn't. John is relieved to see how happy Laura is again. So he kind of goes on like, oh, what's the harm? You know, she's like happy again. Maybe the harm is that the old blind woman warned them to get the fuck out of Venice right now. Go. I hear something. And it's not the furnace this time. Might be rain. Okay. John and Laura's son, who witnessed his sister's death, is still in England in boarding school. So, I mean, this is what wealthy people do. Your son just witnessed his sister's death. And so, yeah, we're going to stick him in boarding school and take off to Venice. Yeah, that's how a kid recovers. I wouldn't stick my kid in a boarding school in England, no matter what he saw. They receive word that he's had an accident, and Laura jets off back to England to attend to the boy. Except, next day, John swears down one of the canals there's like a funerary. You know, they got like a hearse boat. Of course they do, it's Venice. They got this hearse boat. And, by God, there's Laura and the two old biddies on this funerary boat. I wrote here, WTF. Right? What the fuck? Well, John starts to see more than that, and soon he's kind of coming undone. Or at least questioning his own vision, like, I don't want to smear my makeup, but rubbing his eye like, wait, did I just see that? Little girl in a red coat? The daughter was wearing a red coat when she fell in the lake or whatever. He has a fall, and was that fall what the psychic sister was talking about? Or is something worse in store? Okay. This was a very well done suspense thriller. Nothing like Ordinary People at all. And I'm not knocking Ordinary People. You all know what I'm talking about. With all the 70s melodrama and some flashbacks and some flash forwards to the point where I was like, okay, I mean, where the hell are we? Where are we on the timeline? Days of Future Past? That might have been a little bit before this, but, you know, same era. Okay. This one is great. 4. It's 4-ring circus. That is 4 movies in a row. Both of last week's movies and both of this week's movies. 4 rings. 4 4-ring circuses in a row. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. I'm surprised I spit that out without choking on it. Okay. Let's see what's in store for next week. I'm going to record early, but we'll be on Saturday night. I have to work at the gas station Sunday night, but I still have a 3-day weekend. It's just Thursday, Friday, Saturday instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll record like Thursday night when Charlie's at his mom's because he has to go to school the next day. I tell you, I'm kind of cracking down on Charlie. He's not doing well in school. So we're taking some corrective measures. Hey, monkey. Are you there? I keep thinking one of these days you're going to talk to me. So we'll record early next week. I'll take this one right here that I can't see. We'll record early next week and get it out before I have to work. Oh, so my local art house theater, I made it an in thing to do this year for myself to go see more movies in the theater. And I don't mean like Transformers 5 or something. I mean like art house movies down at the Broadway downtown. The tower's under construction. They're renovating the old Tower Theater. But the Broadway's still playing movies. And so I vowed to see more movies this year. And guess what happened? They are playing on the big screen Akira Kurosawa movies and Stanley Kubrick movies. So my buddy Travis from work and I are going to see next Friday, we're going to see Clockwork Orange, which he's never seen on the big screen, and I haven't seen on the big screen since maybe high school? It's been a while. I did see that one on the big screen. Now, I'm kind of bummed out that I missed 2001 on the big screen. I know some of you out there maybe have seen 2001 on the big screen and talk about a visual spectacle. Maybe next time. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, this is another one that I threw in there last year. We're going to the amusement park next week to see I don't know how to pronounce this right. Malatesta? Malatesta's Carnival. I don't remember the rest of the title. George Romero's The Amusement Park, which was a very unusual picture. I'm just going to say right now. So be sure and tune in next Saturday night for our amusement park double feature, we're going to call it. Now, if you liked what you saw, you know the drill. Leave some comments. Tell me what you thought about, particularly Don't Look Now. Lovecraft has his fans, and we all kind of, we were all fans of Lovecraft in our teens at the very least. But tell me what you thought of Don't Look Now. If you've seen Don't Look Now, when I think of Donald Sutherland, I think of the remake to Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which I hope to talk about when we cover the old Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I want to rewatch the 70s one because I actually saw it first. But yeah, I'll stop rambling. Tell me what you think of Don't Look Now, or if you, like I did, saw that poster and thought, oh God, I don't want to watch another Ordinary People. All right. See you next week, kids.